Chrisean Rock ultimately broke her peaceful position by entering a Los Angeles police station after days of heartbreak, betrayal, and silence. This custody dispute was entirely turned upside down by what she gave up. Sources claim that Chrisean formally reported Blueface's mother, Chrisean, to the police, alleging that she had committed fraud, coerced others, manipulated emotions, and interfered with custody without authorization. The most startling development, however, was that a leaked private audio recording allegedly revealed a woman's voice stating the silent section just hours after the report was turned in. She freely admits that she was never supposed to be discovered, but the damage is already done because she had the baby. Overnight, the internet went bananas, with followers calling for inquiries and legal professionals offering their opinions. Since Chrisean hasn't been seen in action, this has escalated from drama to criminal activity. Keep an eye out because this revelation is going to affect everything, and what occurs next can lead to arrests. The online community thought it had seen it all: pals turning informants, cryptic social media statements, explosive custody disputes, and surveillance footage from hotels. However, yesterday morning was a watershed dot at exactly 9:37 a.m. Chrisean Rock herself came out of the shadows and took action following days of emotional silence, scant updates, and one unsettling hospital wristband photo. Not for rumors only, she brought a quiet assistant and her new legal team to a downtown LA police station where she turned over a folder with multiple pages, a thorough written statement, and most importantly, a USB drive in a protective case. A recorded phone call that had been sent anonymously just 48 hours prior was found on the device. And the voice on the tape, purportedly. You had to go back 3 days to truly comprehend how things transpired from the motel video scandal to Chrisean filing a police report against the woman now keeping her child. But Chrisean had enough proof to rock the foundation of the entire custody dispute. Fans were divided when the motel video originally surfaced. Had Chrisean been duped? Did she give up baby Junior willingly? Was she being tricked? It was clear that she was damaged. Chrisean started getting odd messages from burner accounts after the video went public. These messages included cryptic threats, like "they lied to you, she planned it. Check your old voicemails." Before a suspicious audio recording showed up in her manager's inbox, her team dismissed it as trolling. The material was explosive, and no one knew who sent it. The video showed a terrifying reality. Chrisean's voice icily confirmed a planned strategy to take the baby under the pretense of caring for Chrisean's mental health. Chrisean had trusted T, a friend she thought was helping, but she broke down when she heard it. The police report said that Chrisean arranged a fraudulent handoff to fool Chrisean into turning over baby Junior. And Chrisean's legal team stated that this recording was used as evidence of deliberate deceit and custodial interference. It is even more damaging to plan to claim full custody. This was not a last-minute plot. The call was made a month before the motel event, proving premeditation and stoking the flames, according to a now-deleted account allegedly belonging to a former friend of Chrisean. She warned Chrisean about disclosing too much during the call. But Chrisean allegedly ignored it, certain that the system would never support Chrisean. This suggests that the leak came from within Chrisean's own social circle, with hashtags demanding a probe trending worldwide and various media sources reporting the incident, discussing if the public pressure on law enforcement has increased. With the exception of one quote from a person inside the precinct, Chrisean has not made any public remarks or interviews during the incident. "My son is the reason I'm doing this, not for show." There are currently concerns on whether Chrisean will be charged, whether the custody ruling will be overturned by Child Protective Services, whether Blueface was complicit in the purported plan, and what will transpire once the entire tape is made public. Chrisean's formal statement and audio evidence are currently being reviewed by the LAPD's Family Crimes Unit, which claims that the leaked 3-minute audio recording is only half the tale. Has officially evolved into a criminal inquiry, but in response, To Chrissy's mounting pressure, Chrisean posted a video of herself in a kitchen, dressed in a robe, sipping coffee in a cool, casual manner. "I have time for the police now, but not for parenting. I got my grandbaby fed, clean, and happy. Y'all can't stay mad." She was mocked by fans on the internet who called her heartless and crazy, and celebrities entered the conversation. Slaughter added, "If that were my mom, you'd never see my kid." Jada Pinkett Smith wrote, "When mothers weaponize control against each other, the child always loses. This ain't power. This is poison, Monique." Once more. Chrissy's attorneys then filed an emergency petition demanding a full custody revaluation, based on the new evidence of coercion and conspiracy. Meanwhile, Blueface has stayed silent, fueling speculation about his role in his last public acquired more receipts. After granting Chrisean emergency custody, the judge mandated a 48-hour review period, during which she must now produce comprehensive documentation of all the actions done to remove baby Junior from Chrissy's custody. If she doesn't, she might lose possession right away. But T was the biggest surprise of all. Filming was done by Chrissy's old best pal. T changed the tale after being publicly criticized as a traitor in a tearful Instagram Live for the motel video. She said that Chrisean had tricked her by giving her suggestions on what to say and what to record, claiming that it would benefit Chrissy. T says she feels sick after hearing the leaked audio and is ready to testify, as Tay stated that she is collaborating with Chrissy's legal team and giving a statement to the police and court. Fans quickly applauded her confession and flooded social media. Her disclosures exposed Chrisean's everyday interactions and manipulations before to the incident at the motel. A fresh leak surfaced after Tay's tale gained traction, revealing a screen grab of purported, even though it hasn't been confirmed, the timing and tone of Chrisean's texts bragging about her custody plan weeks before the controversy matched the audio release and viral breakdown, showing that this was a well-planned takedown rather than an accident. Chrisean's hold is weakening in the face of police courts and public scrutiny, and what Blueface's admirers once adored now seems icy, cunning, and vicious. This fight for baby Junior is far from over, and the damage is only beginning. Chrissy subtly posted Tay's apologetic video without a message or emoticons for the first time in weeks, demonstrating that things are changing. Even while the first 3 months clip had already shocked the world. Everything changed when the whole version was posted on a whistleblower blog just after midnight. This was a chilly, well-thought-out plan, not a friendly chat or passionate tirade. Chrisean's calm and assured. Voices heard speaking to an unidentified party at the start of the recording. The entire 9-minute, 58-second audio tape has not yet been released to the public, according to insiders. The final 2 minutes reveal a shocking revelation, a name no one anticipated. Someone who was directly connected to the setup, up until the halfway point when Chrisean begins releasing names and choosing the lodging. The other voice mostly listens in silence. "And your boy, he's already on board." Chrisean then mocks Chrissy, claiming that she posts melancholy music and cries every night as if no one is paying attention. The actual plan then begins. He will support anything that keeps CPS satisfied. "And cameras away," he said. In addition to the reference to your boy and the phrase, "Don't let Chrissy find out," it's a flimsy but clear response. "Bet. Just make sure Chrissy doesn't find out until it's done." It's caused viewers to immediately make the link. The internet went into overdrive when the whole audio was made available, and Blueface Exposed was trending at the top of the global charts in less than 30 minutes. Following back-to-back explanations from the TikTok Caps developers, legal professionals used Instagram Live to discuss the ramifications for custody disputes, possible criminal prosecutions, and other issues. A panel of legal analysts was held at the Breakfast Club, and media outlets jumped into the shade room and posted the entire audio. By the way, your boy was referring to Blueface, who knew about this plot and participated in it. Chrissy's legal team responded by saying that the full recording shows what their client has always stated: this was a deliberate campaign of manipulation rather than concern for her well-being. Angela Ye's opinion piece. When family becomes the villain, the Chrisean Rock, published in Rolling Stone, struck at the heart of the problem. It sounds like planned emotional abuse orchestrated by a family seeking control rather than care. As Blueface's world began to unravel, the internet united for once, and calls to defend Chrisean grew. Child Protective Services made history by formally announcing that it had received fresh evidence, which is currently being urgently reviewed. They affirmed that Caresa's custody of baby Junior may be withdrawn within 48 hours, and that all guardianship agreements were subject to an instant reevaluation. However, Caresa disappeared. Her phone was supposedly unreachable. Her Instagram was erased, and Twitter was locked mere hours after the whole recording was released. Overnight, streaming numbers dropped, sponsors quietly withdrew, and there were murmurs that his reality program was having problems. Chrissy filed for supervised visitation, a vital first step toward reclaiming her child. During this time, Letitia, Chrissy's older sister, finally spoke out in a viral message after months of silence. They tried to break her, but she's still standing. She never gave up on her baby, and now she's coming home. Though the storm is far from done, the comment sections were flooded with encouragement and optimism. Following Caresa's devious plan, there is a terrifying silence at the end of the entire recording before the menacing words, "If this gets out, we all go down." Who do we include? Blueface, CPS, insiders, or another family member? Question remains unanswered as the 9-minute audio clip went viral. The public's reaction was quick and intense, and Chrissy's name took over Reddit, Twitter, and every trending list. The message was clear: she was betrayed, set up, and abandoned while fighting for her child. This was never about the baby. It was about power and control, and everyone involved should be held accountable. The creators of Tic-Tac-Toe published in-depth articles with titles like "Voice confirms how they stole baby Junior." Fans wrote, "This isn't just tea. This is a trauma documentary playing out live on the depressing movie," which garnered 18 million views in less than 12 hours. This wasn't a custody battle, which a kidnapping disguised as one, said YouTuber Love Lighty, and those influencers who had remained silent were powerless to remove him. Charlemagne Thod said he had never seen such a well-planned deception. "This isn't messy, this is evil, and Caresa needs to be held accountable." Tamar Braxton stated during special Breakfast Club segments about power abuse and toxic family relationships. Cardi B, who had been watching from the sidelines, said in a powerful post that quickly garnered nearly 1 million likes, "The industry gaslighted that girl, her man, his mama, and social media, and she still fought back. The tide has turned. The story is no longer just about custody. It's a reckoning. And for Chrissy, it's a fight for justice, truth, and her son." As the tide was shifting on multiple fronts and companies began abandoning Blueface at breakneck speed, a major energy drink company quietly withdrew his marketing connection, a much-anticipated feature. According to a confirmed rumor source, she disappeared from an impending project and a sneaker partnership was put on hold indefinitely. As they re-examined their relationships with him, sponsors reassessed their collaborations and pulled their financial support. Social media became heated with comment sections full of canceled spams, snake emojis, and even death threats, and Blueface's fanbase plunging. The advice was simple: seek a lawyer, not a microphone. The message was clear: how could you let your baby mama fall apart for clout? You're supposed to be a father, not a fraud. But the most devastating information came from someone close to him. One of his 8 former bodyguards revealed to a "we all knew Caresa Blueface was wrong. Of course. Let my mama handle it," he stated simply, without inquiring or wanting to know. Child advocacy organizations and parenting communities banded together to support Chrissy's case. drawing attention to the way a vulnerable young person was handled, as calls for Chrisean's removal from guardianship increased and for an immediate audit of the custody decision and an external investigation into the CPS officer who approved it gathered momentum. CPS found itself in the midst of a mounting public relations catastrophe. In just 18 hours, one petition gathered almost 325,000 signatures. The people did not believe that Chrisean's agenda was your top priority. We want resignations because you never safeguarded that infant and let them steal him. Chrisean made her first comprehensive Instagram statement amid the chaos, writing, "This was never about drama. This was about my baby, ... I didn't break, I didn't lose my mind, I was grieving, and now I'm fighting." The Black mother was denied her child not because she was unfit, but rather because she showed emotion on social media. In a subsequent statement, CPS stated, "We are working with external partners to reassess the case." TMJ claims that, in order to pursue potential criminal charges, the district attorney formally sought all documents pertaining to the audio leak, including SMS, police reports, and other items. Indeed, criminal accusations of conspiracy, coercion, and interference with custody may be pending, and there have been indications that a court date may be approaching in the coming days. Chrisean's account stayed silent and locked, and Blueface's last Instagram story disappeared. The pressure was rapidly increasing. Everyone was shocked by an emergency closed-door court meeting when the drama appeared to be irreparable. In addition to surveillance footage from Chrisean's own home, not from CP's offices or a motel that was leaked from a now deactivated burner account, Chrisean's legal team presented evidence that the public had never seen before. The footage, allegedly, shows Baby Jr. sobbing alone himself on the couch for about 40 minutes, Chrisean pacing her kitchen 2 days before the custody handover, and Chrisean on the phone with Blueface. Chrisean is said to have said, "Let her cry. I'm not about to be a full-time babysitter. This is just for fun," during the call. When the video was officially admitted into evidence, the judge reportedly paused and said, "This changes everything," as the courtroom was in a state of overwhelming awe. Then CPS was faced with a difficult question. How did Chrisean get custody if she never intended to care for the child? The pressure reached a breaking point, but the twists continued to come. As Chrisean's team left court, a reporter asked if Blueface would face charges. Her lawyer smiled but said nothing more than, "We're not done yet." After hours, a subpoena was delivered. Blueface is now legally required to. He's ready to turn, and Chrisean posted again. Single, powerful sentence, "Let the snakes eat each other," and fans went completely crazy. The man who spent weeks mocking Chrisean's suffering in songs, stories, and live videos was finally cornered. According to rumors, he may turn on his own mother, claiming ignorance of the plot, desperate to keep his label deals. Failure to appear could mean contempt. False statements, perjury charges, and jail time could be imminent. Now that Blueface and Chrisean are in the spotlight as major players whose every move is being scrutinized, the stakes are higher than ever before. And the question is not whether this explosive custody and conspiracy case will blow wide open, but rather who will take the first major fall. Blueface is publicly unraveling, folding under pressure like freshly laundered clothes. And the narrative is flipping in unexpected ways. His camp is reportedly on edge since the court has discovered further levels of deceit, and sources speculate that he would be tempted to turn on himself to save his career, which could send shockwaves through the entire case and possibly unravel the carefully crafted, arranged in a coordinated manner.